Picture the deepest, darkest place on Earth. No sunlight, no warmth. Pressure so intense it would crush a submarine like a tin can. Temperatures close to freezing. No food. Barely any oxygen. By every rule science has about where life can exist, nothing should be down there. And yet, these aren't mythical creatures. These aren't legends. These are real animals discovered by real scientists. And the more we look, the more we find things we genuinely cannot explain. Today we're going to meet three creatures that, by all rights, should not exist. But they do. And that should terrify you and fascinate you at the same time. Let's go. We're starting with something that scientists knew about for 100 years, without ever actually seeing it alive. 100 years. The colossal squid was first identified in 1925. But here's how they found it. Not in the ocean, not with cameras. They found pieces of it inside the stomach of a sperm whale. That's how we knew it existed. Leftover parts, digested remains. For an entire century, everything we knew about this animal came from what whales had already eaten. This thing is the largest invertebrate on Earth. It can grow up to 23 feet long and weigh over 1,100 pounds. It's bigger than a car. And for 100 years, the only way we knew it was real was because something even bigger had eaten it. Then on March 9th, 2025, a research vessel called the Falkor 2 finally filmed one alive. A juvenile, about 1 foot long, completely transparent, glassy, its tiny fins fluttering like wings. One of the scientists said, "It's humbling to think they have no idea humans exist." She'd spent her career studying this animal from dead remains, and here it was, alive, drifting through the deep ocean, going about its day. But here's what makes the colossal squid truly nightmare fuel when it grows up. It's not just the size, it's the hooks. Most squids have suckers on their arms. The colossal squid has rotating hooks. Hooks that spin, that grip, that don't let go. We waited 100 years to see one alive, and when we finally did, it was a juvenile. Which means the adults are still out there, somewhere, in the dark. This next one looks like something a special effects team built for a sci-fi movie. The Barreleye fish has a completely transparent head. Not transparent skin, a transparent dome. You can see straight into its skull, and inside that dome, you can watch its eyes move. Now you might think, okay, weird looking, but why does it need a see-through head? Here's why. The barreleye lives about 2,000 feet down in what scientists call the twilight zone of the ocean, where the last tiny traces of sunlight from above are fading into total darkness. And it has figured out a hunting strategy that is genuinely brilliant. Those barrel-shaped eyes inside its transparent dome can rotate. Normally, they point upward, watching for the silhouettes of prey against the faint light above. The moment it spots something, a tiny shrimp, a bit of jellyfish, it rotates its eyes forward and goes for it. But here's the part that really gets me. The barreleye likes to eat jellyfish, which, as you probably know, have stinging tentacles. Most things that try to eat jellyfish get stung in the face. Not the barreleye. Because its transparent dome acts as a shield. It can push right into a jellyfish protected by that dome and eat away. And it gets stranger. Its eyes contain a yellow pigment, a filter that lets it tell the difference between natural sunlight and the bioluminescence of other deep-sea creatures. It can literally see the difference between natural light and artificial light, at 2,000 feet deep, in near total darkness. This fish has better light filtering technology in its eyes than most cameras, and it evolved that completely on its own, in the dark, over millions of years. What if I told you there was an animal that cannot die of old age? Not metaphorically, not in some poetic sense, literally, biologically. An animal that, when its body starts to break down, simply reverses and starts over. The immortal jellyfish is real, and what it does breaks one of the most fundamental rules of biology. Here's how it works. Every living thing ages. Cells wear out. DNA gets damaged over time. Eventually, the body can't maintain itself and it dies. That's just life. It's the deal we all make. The immortal jellyfish doesn't accept that deal. When it gets old, or sick, or damaged, instead of dying, it reverts. Its adult cells transform back into different types of cells, and the jellyfish essentially becomes a juvenile again. Young, renewed, starting over. The process is called transdifferentiation. It's the only known case of an animal doing this repeatedly as a survival mechanism. If we could understand how it works, the implications for human medicine would be staggering. A mechanism that essentially hits the reset button on aging. Now here's the honest part. The immortal jellyfish can still be eaten. It can still be killed by injury or disease. It's not invincible. But it is, in the most technical and literal sense, biologically immortal. It lives in the ocean. It's the size of your fingernail, and it figured out how to cheat death. We haven't. 3 creatures, each one breaking a different rule about where life should exist, how long it should live, or what it even is. A squid we knew about for 100 years before we saw it alive. A fish with a transparent skull and rotating eyes. And a jellyfish that figured out how to cheat death. But we're not done. Part 2 is coming. And I saved the strangest ones for last. A squid that turns its predators into glowing targets. Worms with no mouth and no stomach that dissolve whale skeletons. A creature so massive it shouldn't be able to exist. And something at the bottom of the ocean that science cannot even name. If you don't want to miss it, hit subscribe right now, because part 2 drops soon. See you in the deep.